Hello everypony, Dale over here. Warning, this video will contain one picture from Google that is not mine, and also it's going to contain artwork from my Divinian art. So if you don't like stuff like this, click away or else stay. And also it's going to be a little bit of a weird video with me explaining how you should look at art when you're looking on other one's artwork, or how to say that. And I'm going to be very critical on one of my own artworks here, one of my favorite artworks that I have done of One Punch Man, actually Saitama here. Now I will start the video with showing the original picture, because like that is the untold one, like the one that doesn't have any flaws or anything like that. Okay, now we will start with my artwork. The first you will see that is different from my artwork to the original is actually the eyes, or at least that is what I am focusing on the first. I know that there's also some proportion stuff, but yeah, I noticed like I had done some other stuff with the eyes. I actually tried to make it more clear with his eyes, and more so, you could see the small stuff within his eyes and his side, and all of these. In the original artwork, there is no white line inside, or white circle inside of his eye, and yeah, that may make people think like this is not like the original. And there's also of course some flaws, because like it's not going to be 100% perfect. It's just going to be like how I am going to draw as close as I can to the original. Now, I had not traced this. I have actually for the drawing from itself, from the drawing to the coloring to everything, but I'm just going to show you guys here the original artwork that I did, and where I have pointed out the mistakes that I have done, or how to say that. Okay, yeah, for the next thing I would like to talk about is his upper torso, or where his cape is set onto his arms, or how to say that, the upper part, and the thing that goes up. Like in the original, you can see that there is not this, it's not the same coloring again. And I have also used to accentuate his neck and the small things that holds the cape, or how to say that, the buttons or what it is. And yeah, I do believe that this is also a detail that critics are going to look upon, because like it's not very nice with the exaggerating of the neck. And yeah, I could have thought a little bit more about the proportion of this, and taking into account that this was other way to draw it, and I should have looked a little bit more on the original. Now for the next thing I actually was looking on his fist, and I noticed his thumb finger. Like in the original it looks like it's normal, and stuff like that, but I have sadly did a mistake here. The thumb is a little bit smaller than it should have been. It should also have been proportioned otherwise. And it's I will just say that the original color and this Saitama, a One Punch Man that I did, I tried to make it look as close to the original colors, but it's not the original colors, because I again was not thinking about how it would affect the thing. I do feel like I did a okay job with the colors. I'm just saying, like the fist, I should have worked it a little bit more with. Okay, yeah. For the next thing I see is, of course, his arm. Now, I talked about this before, where I told you guys that that was not the first thing I saw as a mistake, but this is a proportionate stuff, like where you can see that the details and the arm is a little bit bigger than the original, and it makes him maybe a little bit too big in the sense of what I was trying to go for. And yeah, I don't know if it takes away from it, but I feel like he's standing in this pose, and it made me think that he must have a little bit more oomph on his arm, or how to say that. But then again, this is a proportionate detail that is not something like that I should have done a little bit more work with this. Okay, yeah, for the next thing we have the dot in his face, or how to say that, the dot on his bald head, or how to say that, and also the details in his ear and the details in the cape. Like the dot on his blank skull, or how to say that, is actually something that is on the original as well, but on the original it doesn't have this outline that I have used on this, and maybe it takes a little bit of the focus away from the original drawing. I tried to make the cape work with this, so when I did the cape and I did the colors with the cape, I was thinking about this actually when I did this, so it was not going to take away from the original artwork. And as I said in the start, like the eyes is the first thing I feel like that is necessary to be actually changed or did a little bit better. Now for the last thing I would actually talk about is the zipper that I drew. Like, it was not very easy to make the zipper look like the real one in the real picture, or how to say that. But I could have, done especially some more stuff, or how to say that. But in the original picture, it's also a little bit hard to actually see the zipper and the belt buckle and all of these small details, or how to say that. And I have tried with the coloring and the shadows and everything to make it look like the real thing, or how to say that. Now I'm very criticized of myself here. Like I have pointed out where I actually have done mistakes, or where I feel like I have done mistakes, but I'm still very proud of this artwork. I will not make a new artwork of this. If I were to make a artwork again of Saitama, it would probably be in other pose, or me trying to actually draw it with other colors, or in other proportion, or how to say that. But like I'm just trying to tell you guys that this is the way like you should be like looking at artwork, because when I showed you the drawing, when I showed you this drawing, this artwork of Saitama, who in their mind were like looking at these details and are like, this is not as good as the original. Like, I know that I can't be 100% like the original, but this artwork is just amazing in my eyes, and like I can see through all of the small mistakes. But now I have shown you guys that I can also be very criticizing. I can be pointing stuff out, and I can be like, this is something you need to work on, or this is something that is necessary to be learning into future, or how to say that. But sometimes enough is enough. Like, this is one of my proudest artworks that I actually have, and I just wanted to show you guys that some criticism, or to be bashful, is not the same as being criticizing stuff. because in no shape, way, or form I was bashing on this. I was not saying that it looked like crap, and I did not say that I did not like it. I just pointed out some of the small mistakes that I could actually find in this. If you disagree with me, tell me in the comments down below. If you agree with me, tell me also in the comments down below. Is there other artworks or maybe an episode of My Little Pony you want me to do like this, where I criticize stuff? Yeah, I would probably try to do that, but be warned, I'm taking like everything into account, like colors, shadows, music, everything. So yeah, I'm a very bad one when it comes to criticizing, because I can start and then I will never get done. And sometimes in my mind I will also be like, no, it's enough, because or else I will not get the enjoyment out of the artwork or the episode or anything. So sometimes you just need to relax and, take the artwork in and be like, wow, this is amazing, or this is good enough for me. So yeah, that's actually all that I have to say for today. Do remember that inspiration is right around the corner. Do remember to take care of yourself and loved ones. And that was actually all. Yeah, okay, bye.